Hey guys, I'm your host Angel,
Hey guys, I'm your host Paige, and this is the Dear Little Me podcast.
a podcast where we give you all of your information you need to know about our Lord and Savior. I'm kidding.
I knew you were going to say
we upload every single Sunday, except for this week. We're changing things up a little bit, uploading twice this week. But normally you can catch us every Sunday with your weekly dose of Demi. Just a little reminder to those of you watching on YouTube, it helps us so much if you listen on a streaming platform. That's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Pocket Casts, wherever you get your podcasts. Just go listen to us over there and then come watch us, or do it at the same time, whatever your preference is. But it helps us a ton. So thank you in advance.
Yes. So we have a lot to talk about in this episode because we just got the Call Her Daddy podcast episode. So we're going to be talking about that and our thoughts on that because that was insane.
A lot of things exposed that we didn't know about.
Yes. So that is going to be a little bit later in this podcast episode, but we did want to talk about, because we didn't even touch on tour at all. Tour and GMA. So Demi's tour, I feel like, because Demi just post the other day, like, tour officially kicks off soon. So I feel like those tour dates, in quotations we'll say, were up before the tour was announced. So these shows were already like in the works before I feel like a tour was officially fully planned and whatnot. But
it's like the prequel to the tour.
Yeah, and it's like the fair, it's like the festivals and the fairs that Demi were performing. So I wonder if the tour is going to be different than the show that I went to. I went to the Illinois State Fair, the opening night. I assumed it was the opening night of tour, but I don't know. I feel like the set was a little short, but I think that could be just because I didn't want it to end. So it just, of course, it felt like it went by in the blink of an eye. So I am really happy with the set list. If that would be the set list for tour, maybe sprinkle some other throwbacks in or some other ones from the album, I would be really happy with it. Did you see the set list, or were you waiting? Like, are you holding off on viewing stuff?
Yeah, no, I was waiting to see like what happened, but like I mean the album wasn't technically out when you went to see
Yeah,
Demi,
so
like
it wasn't. So a lot of the songs, opening song was Holy Fuck, and like no one knew except for the snippet that Demi posted. So if you guys don't know, Angel and I are going to be going and seeing Demi October 9th in Connecticut. I'm so excited to see Demi again because this time I know all the songs. I think Demi performed City of Angels, which I did kind of know because pretty much Demi played the whole snippet. But City of Angels, what else? I think Eat Me, Happy Ending, Forever For Me. So there's a lot of songs that but I'm assuming everybody in the crowd, except for probably Jutes, was there. We're gonna talk about him. We didn't know his songs.
Sorry, was Royal and the Serpent and Dead Sarah there? Or like, are they gonna be there for tour?
Yes, because they're opening for Demi, so I think so. Okay. So I'm sure that they'll come out for those songs, I would think, right? That would be, if they didn't, that would be kind of like a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. I actually liked that Demi didn't do any outfit changes, but I wonder if they're going to when they're actually like on tour at theaters and stuff. So we'll see. But I did like it. It just was just constant. It was continuous. Like Demi didn't go off stage at all. It was really good. I liked it. I can't wait to see it again. Be closer.
Yes, I can't wait to actually be at a Demi concert together after 4 fucking years.
I know. It's about time, and it's gonna be so worth it. I feel like this is like the perfect concert for us to go to, because I feel like if we did see Demi in Atlantic City when we were supposed to, that wasn't gonna be like a full concert. I'm sure. Like it was gonna be, Demi's hits, and that's it. Cool for the Summer, Sorry Not Sorry, and whatever songs were popular at the time. I can't even remember. It was so long ago. So I'm really excited to experience that together. And then we got to do like our experience, like our concert experience at the show. Cause I feel like something always happens to me at a Demi concert. I feel like, so there's going to be something, like, if you're going with me, like, be prepared for something to happen, because something always does. Like even something little, like I remember I forgot my shoes, like that I was supposed to wear, so I had to wear like ugly no, I actually went back to my house and got the shoes. I have a whole I think I did videos on it back in the day. But
I'm not leaving until like Monday morning, so if anything, like the show is Sunday night, so maybe if we're not like absolutely exhausted Sunday night, we can like record an episode of like what our
We
experience
should,
was.
right? Us after the show, we'll be like sweating, like we're
Exactly.
like we're gonna mess, just melting. um, well, I one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was Good Morning America. I went and saw Demi as well. I think we kind of talked about it in the last episode, but I didn't talk about this like on social media or on the podcast or anything or in my vlog. But Good Morning America, always so interesting. Last time I did it was 2016 and I said I would never do it again, and I did because Demi's got a hold on me. So, but thank God I took Josh with me. If you guys don't know who Josh is, he's my fiance. I took him with me. He came with me, and thank God he was there because he was holding me from the back like I was about to pass out. I was like, you need to hold, like he was like had his arms around me like I was leaning up on him. I was like, you need to hold me because I was recording like on Instagram Live. I wish Josh took a picture of me, but he was like recording on, he had my phone on my Instagram Live and I was recording on my camera for the vlog. So then I felt bad because I kept telling him like to like record on my phone. So I had both in my hands. So I'm holding my camera like this and have my phone like this. My hands are so tired and they're so exhausted. I was like, I need to get this footage for everybody. I got to make up for like not being able to go live for the opening night because I didn't have Wi-Fi. So I was like fucking dying. It was so hot. I didn't have water. I was sweating, drenched, and I was like, Josh, you have to put your arms around me. You need to like keep me stable. So I'm over here like the things I do. I was like, I need to get the content for everybody.
Yes.
But it was he'll tell you, like I'm not even making up. I was like, I'm gonna pass out. And I was like with Ashley, you know Ashley, of course, our friend Ashley, our mutual friend. And I was like, do you have water? And she had thrown it out before we got like into the where we're gonna be standing, but we were standing for like hours before Demi had actually like come out. So it was rough, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I really had a good time.
A better experience in 2016.
In different ways, yes. Like I got a better spot this time around. I didn't have to camp out as long, which was really cool. And so, but the only thing is, I wish the first time I saw Demi and GMA, they performed like a lot of other songs that weren't actually aired on TV. So we got like a concert. This one, it was just 3 songs. We heard each song twice, so we got like 6 songs. It was 2. They're all the same, but it was just we were told by GMA. They're like, oh, like we're after this one, like there's going to be a couple surprises, some exclusive songs for you guys. I don't know if it was because Demi was like getting hot. Like you could see like Demi was like, it's hot, like in my vlog, and it was hot that morning. So I don't know if they decided like they didn't want to perform anymore because of how hot it was, but we were told like there was going to be more songs. So and that's what I was expecting just because that's how it was the first time. But I really did have a great experience overall. Like I really couldn't complain. It was free, so there's really nothing that we can complain about. But I would be nice to have heard, like I was expecting, since it was album release day, like that we would hear something else from the album, but that's okay.
So you got 3 songs that Demi sang twice?
Yeah, so they like sound checked it and then recorded it live, so we heard it twice. So yeah, but I think last time when we saw I saw Demi and Good Morning America, it was Cool for the Summer, because this is in 2016. So sorry, wasn't even out. Cool for the Summer, Stone Cold, For You, Neon Lights, Confident. I think that might have been it, but there was definitely more songs. So
yeah.
But other than that, it was good. I was so thirsty after that. We went and got breakfast, and I was like just chugging the water. It was crazy. But I think we're moving on to the main topic of the podcast this week. Want to let them know?
Yes. So the episode of Call Her Daddy aired. If you don't know, it's a podcast on Spotify. It's on YouTube also, but I looked and nothing has been posted on YouTube in like a year. So primarily on Spotify.
Yeah.
And basically like the host just talks to different celebrities on the show and yada yada yada. So basically Demi was on this episode and we got some tea. Like literally very early on in the podcast too. Like it went straight into it.
Yeah.
So Demi basically was talking about like their old management and like talking about how some illegal shit that was going on that they should have definitely been like fined for, or you know,
fighting him.
Should I say it? Do you want to say it out?
Oh, Which part? I mean, there's so much that they did. They really mistreated Demi, and we had heard some of this stuff back in 2020 when Demi was on Ellen. We heard that like they would take the phone out of Demi's room so that she couldn't call room service, and I was just like, that was shocking. But the fact that Demi just opened up and said not only did they do that, but
They barricaded Demi into the hotel room so they physically could not escape. Like, that is ridiculous.
insane. And I don't get like the thought process, because I go back to like when Demi would talk about their management back at the time, and like we're gonna touch on it in our Dear Little Me segment. Like you would think that Demi was like, I have such great people around me. It's like, what was going on? Like, I don't even know if Demi even really knew. No, because they said that, was it Max or somebody told Demi that they were barricading?
Yeah.
Like he had no idea. But I just wanted, why? What was their goal? Like
Yeah, like
obviously,
there's like I get like I don't know. I think they were trying not to like obviously like say that
defend
what they were doing
them,
was
or
okay,
yeah,
but like I think like maybe the thought process was like keeping Demi from like binging, so that's why like they didn't want Demi to order room service, like in fear that like they were gonna order like everything on the menu or something. But either way, like personally, like coming from someone that's struggled with an eating disorder, like Demi even said on the podcast, control is something that is like very detrimental in an eating disorder. Like if someone's just trying to control your food, it just makes it worse. So
right.
like if they were trying to protect Demi from binging, like it was gonna happen anyway.
Yes.
So
And the fact that Demi went to them and told them, I need help. Like,
yeah,
you know, this, that, and they're like, you're not sick enough. So clearly, Demi saw, like, realize I need to get some help. Like, I'm not in a good place. And they would rather barricade Demi in their hotel room and not allow them to eat. Like, Demi saw the signs of that something was wrong, but they weren't doing anything to help them. Like, it's like,
yeah.
if it's different, I don't think there's any circumstance that would be like what they did is okay. Like nothing would ever be like, I don't think anyone could say that. But if they had to do something like that, but you literally, the person that you're looking after that is paying your fucking bills is saying I need help,
Yeah.
and you're your go-to thing is like, okay, well, no, you really don't need help. You're not sick enough, but we'll keep just like locking you in your room and fucking barricading you in and taking your phone away and not letting you like eat when you want to. That's just disgusting. It's so I can't even put like my thought process actually into words. Like it doesn't even sound right, but I just
And it was
can't figure
also
out.
dangerous. Like it was like Demi literally opened up and said that they were throwing up like blood. Like that is dangerous.
Yes.
It's not even just like regular like binge purge, whatever. Like Demi was throwing up blood. Like that could have led to like serious health concerns. And for
Mm-hmm.
them to be like, no, it's fine, you're okay. We're just gonna, like you said, keep barricading you in your room. Or like when Demi talks about it on Ellen a while ago, when like they
Mm-hmm.
go to different like interviews and stuff for like in the dressing room, like all sweets have to be taken
Yes.
out like beforehand. Like
Yeah.
it's
That was
crazy.
like when I think we talked about it when I did, no, maybe not. When I did dressing room with Demi. I don't remember if we talked about this. When I did
Or all the
dressing room with
sweets out of
them,
the room.
well, when we did dressing room, if you guys don't know, when you did dressing room with Demi, you got to have whatever food and like treats and drinks and whatever you wanted in your room. So I believe it was me that requested gummy worms because they're like my favorite candy. And Demi came in, and one of the first things that they did was went over to see like, oh, what she was like, what do you have? And she's like, oh, I requested you could hear it in my vlog. Oh, I requested gummy bears in my dressing room, but I never got them. And so Demi was there like eating the candy and stuff, and then took one of our, well, it was like an icy drink. Those are, I requested those two grapefruit ones. Those are my freaking favorite. But yeah, it was just so sad to see, because at the time I had no idea. No one had any idea, I'm sure, what was going on
And that
except
was 2018, so that was like prime Demi struggling with the eating disorder
right.
too.
Right. Because then do you remember in 2018 when Demi was like, I'm like, I stopped dieting?
Yeah.
And so they're opening up about that. Like I just I feel like there's a lot that Demi is not telling us about their team. But then I went back and was listening to Melon Cake because someone brought up the fact that Demi sang lyrics like "No more barricades and doorways," and I never ever thought that would be something that had actually happened to Demi. But
Yeah.
I was going through the lyrics and I was like, oh my God, I forgot like somebody got fired because they had chocolate in the back seat of a car. And I'm like, that's just crazy. I don't think Demi needs to ever share what else they did, but I feel like they should be called out because this is disgusting behavior. Like I don't know who else these people manage, but I hopefully no one. I mean, I don't know who it seemed like the main suspect and is Mike Bayer.
Mike Bayer, yeah. But I'm like Mike is still out there like doing like talks and like his book and like he's still like he shouldn't have a platform. Like he's literally that should have been illegal. Like I don't understand how he wasn't like charged with something. Like you're literally keeping someone locked up. Like that's I don't know, kidnapping. Like what would that be called? I don't like
that's just inhumane. It's horrible. Like, and also I just think back to Demi used to talk so highly about Mike. So it's just like, what was Demi like? Maybe Demi was like, this is just how it is. Like, that's what their normal was being treated like that, being controlled that
Mike
way.
might have told Demi like you can't say like what we're doing or else like we're walking away because like their main thing was threatening to walk away from Demi, and I feel like Demi said on the podcast like that's why they started using again because Demi's team said if you use we walk, and that was like Demi's only escape, which is really upsetting because like Demi should have felt like they had a way out other than using drugs. But I feel like Mike definitely like put in Demi's head like if you say anything about what we're doing like you're not going to have a management anymore.
Yeah. And so Demi was like, all right,
yeah,
now I know what I need to do. Okay, we're gonna do it. And then it was like a downward spiral. But and then also another thing that did stick out to me in the podcast episode was how you remember when Demi was talking about their relationship and they turned to their team was like, can I say that? And then they were I'm sorry, who's the host of it? Why can't her name is like her name. Yeah. Oh my God, I literally know it and I can't remember. Someone
pull her daddy host.
Oh, fuck. It's literally on the tip of my tongue. She was like, oh, it's your life, like you can do whatever you want. Like that just goes to show that that's what she's used to is like asking. Somebody had I tweeted about it and someone quote tweeted and they were like, to be fair, usually things like that need to be run through PR before like they're announced, but like it shouldn't. I understand from like I guess a business point of view, like PR, but like if Demi is the boss, like Demi is the boss.
Demi pays your bills.
Exactly. So they should be able to say whenever like they want to open up about a relationship they're in, they shouldn't have to be asking for permission. They are 30 years old. The fact that Demi went and turned to people like that just shows how controlled they were for so long. And I hope that Demi's team now is treating them well, because we all thought that Demi's team had her best interest at heart back in the day, and we were clearly wrong. And so I'm hoping that Demi is being honest, and I do think that they are with how highly they talk about their team now. But it's always going to be in the back of my head because shit like this comes out and it's like, well, we would have never imagined that. I remember seeing the melon cake back in the day. Demi seemed like they were so happy to have a watermelon cake with a freaking sugar-free Cool Whip. I was like, no one blinked an eye at it. No one was like, this is not normal, until like they opened up about that stuff. It's like it wasn't even really their choice. So
something else I wanted to touch on that like really stuck out to me in the podcast episode was, I don't know if you remember. No. So Demi was talking about how they looked at their manager, Phil, as like a father figure. And now like they're trying to like back away from that and look at Scooter as like just strictly business. Yeah. And I think that that's like a really big like change. I don't know what I was trying to say. Really big like step for Demi because I feel like Demi definitely like struggled in the past with like codependency and like they didn't grow up with a father figure. I mean, their stepdad, but like looking for like someone to like nurture them instead of it being business. And I think that that's definitely like another like part that like kept Demi in that management for so long was because that was like their father figure. So they couldn't.
Yeah, that's such a good point because Phil came into Demi's life at such a young age. Demi was like 15, right? 14, 15. So that is, you're a kid. You see somebody like that who seems to have your best interest at heart. I mean, from what Demi was saying, it seemed like Mike was really the one that did all of this, or maybe, but I'm sure Phil, clearly Demi wasn't happy with Phil, otherwise Phil would still be part of Demi's team.
Yeah.
So something obviously happened there. We kind of briefly know, but I mean, he let this stuff happen at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And so it's just sad. I think a lot of people are sick and tired of hearing Demi open up about these things, but I really do feel it's very therapeutic for Demi. And I feel like these people should be called out, because that is not right.
Yeah.
Like, it is absolutely disgusting. I watched it with Josh. He was like, let's watch it together. And he was like, are you kidding me? Like, even at the end, like when, like we were just touching on, ask the management, can I say that? Josh was like, isn't that just insane? Because like, we don't think about that stuff. Like, we don't think like, oh, should I post that I'm in a relationship on Instagram? Like, you know what I mean? We don't think twice about it. We don't have to ask anybody, especially at our age.
Yeah.
I'm 30 years old. Poor thing. So hopefully the 30s are going to be good for Demi. And one other thing that we wanted to mention from the podcast episode was that there's supposedly a Disney project coming out. I'm not holding my breath for it. Just knowing Demi, I just feel like it's not going to actually happen. But
I'm hoping, because literally Demi said that it's going to involve like all the like OG Disney characters, like people.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, literally. So like if we get like a whole like a, because you remember the Sunny with a Chance like 10-year whatever Zoom call that they did. I feel like it would be like that with like, you know, like they're all on Zoom, like Demi, Selena, Miley, like all the OGs. And that would make my little kid heart so happy to just see them all interacting again and like friends.
I know. And I think it's gonna, well, the guy who produced, why do I think his name is like Ratty? Is it fucking Ratty or something like that? Produced the last documentary, had said like, I'm so excited for the project that we're working on. And so I'm wondering if that's what the project is. It's the Disney project. I wonder what it's going to be called. I really hope it comes out. That'd be so nice to see like everyone together.
Yeah, literally like a whole reunion of the, because I do, because Demi was saying like how like growing up as a childhood star, like that's another thing we talked about in the podcast, like how that impacted them. They were literally in the limelight since they were 7 years old. Like that has to have a huge effect on someone. And a lot of the other Disney stars were in the spotlight from a very young age too, like Demi and Selena were on Barney together at the age of 7. So I feel like I definitely want to hear like other people's experiences, and like not just because obviously Demi had their own experience, but like Selena's experience and Miley's experience was probably like similar and even
right. Okay.
So moving away from the podcast now, I think we covered all the highlights. Demi's team, I guess, DemiLovato.com now has official merch, and I will show you guys what the merch looks like because I have it pulled up here on Twitter. There's only 2 pieces as far as I know.
There's 4 now. They added 2 today, but there was 2 older ones, so they're on there if you want to take a look.
Okay.
When I got the email, I was like, oh, are these excited to see what these look like? And I clicked on it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, okay. Exactly. So the pieces that I saw, I didn't see the new ones, but the ones I saw, there's this holy fuck sweatshirt, which I mean, it's okay. I mean, I wouldn't pay, $70 for it or whatever it is.
It's probably, I think it's $55, but still. Does it just say Demi Lovato with a cross on it?
Yeah, literally. That's it.
Okay.
And then there's this t-shirt, which I really don't like the blood splatter. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's probably I would say personally, like the best one, but still, like, and the back, did you see the back of it? It says holy fuck on it and like the blood. Yeah. I think, yeah.
And then I guess I'm going off of Demi Lovato news, guys. So I guess they didn't post the 2 new pieces, and I don't feel like going on Demi Lovato.
Oh yeah, there's another one that has like Demi on the bed with the cross, and then there's something else, but I can't even remember.
But anyway, as we all know, Lovatowear.com is better, so go pop. Paige's, if you haven't seen Paige's new in the works, she's working on the exact jacket that Demi was seen wearing, a leather jacket that says like something about go to hell and holy fuck on the back. It has all this shit. Paige is hand painting it. Everyone,
thank you.
She's hand painting it, literally one by one jacket by one. I'm literally amazed at you, honestly, because I would have a fucking breakdown.
I might have to be. I'll probably be painting when you're here.
Literally,
we'll paint together.
So if you guys, it goes up this Saturday. So when this episode is going out, I guess tomorrow. So get your jacket. It goes up at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on lovatowear.com on August 27th. Again, this is Saturday. How much is it going to be?
Well, since they're very expensive, they're the exact. I feel like I always need to like clarify because like if I just say a price, be like, what the fuck? But this is the exact leather jacket that whoever made this for Demi used. I cannot find a difference whatsoever. The best quality leather jacket. It's like an actual like motorcycle jacket, so it's heavy. It's not for the weak. It's very heavy to like wear. But yeah, it's gonna be 145 because they're very expensive to just buy on their own. But because it's hand painted and there's just like a lot of time that goes into making them. So I was trying, I was like, I had to ask all of my friends and I was asking you guys that, you know, follow me on there, like what I should price it because I didn't know. I'd never sold anything hand painted, but I promise it's worth it. It's such a nice piece. Like it's such a collectible. I feel like it'd be so cute, like even framed in like some type of big like shadow box.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it'd be really cute. I hope that some of you guys will be wearing it to tour. I think I'm gonna wear mine probably.
I would be sweating, so I can't do that.
I know. I want maybe just like for the photos and then like I'll take it off and drape it over the chair. But I don't know. I feel like it's perfect for the fall time coming up. So
yeah. Definitely go cop yours again, August 27th, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Paige worked so hard on this. It's been in the works for a while. So like from seeing the picture to getting the jacket to Paige painting it, like it's been definitely like there's a lot of care that has gone into this jacket. So it's definitely worth all the money in the world. And we all know that if Demi's official team sold it, it'd be easily like $300, $400. So be grateful.
Thanks, Angel. I love you.
Short, go get you a jacket. You know, support small businesses because large corporations can fuck ass.
Well, Demi at the end of the day gets like a lot of people think like, oh well, like why would I buy from a random person? Like I'd rather support the actual artist. Like just know most of my money goes towards Demi anyway, like Demi tickets. So Demi's getting the money anyway. So
exactly.
just look at it that way. Sometimes I'll buy some food for the house here and there, but that's about it.
I did want to go back to tour. I should have done this when we were at tour. But if you guys haven't seen, I don't know how official this is, but I saw it on Instagram actually. Let me go on. So I saw it. There's official European, I don't know if it's official, but European tour dates have been like rumored. So if I don't know if you guys follow Twitter with Lovatics, it's on Instagram. But they posted like this thing. It says European Lovatics, are y'all ready? And then I don't know what website this is on, but it says Holy Fuck Tour by Demi Lovato. And it says start date, end date. And then it says shows 27 in North America, 7 in South America, and 11 in Europe, which is basically like confirming that there's European dates. It doesn't say time, but it says like 45 dates in total.
Everyone, that's like the number one question I get asked is if Demi's gonna like tour Europe, and 100%. 100%. Just keep streaming the album just to show like that's what like somebody on Demi's team was saying. It's like you need to stream the album just so we know. But seriously, I think springtime. Like Demi's gonna take a break after this tour for the holidays and then come back for the springtime and tour, I think, Europe.
Yeah, because it literally says like 27 in North America, 7 in South America, 11 in Europe, but 45 dates total. It's not in focus. Yeah, right there. So I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how official it is, what website it's from. But it's there. I don't think it would be like who's gonna randomly make up like 11 in Europe. I don't know. Like I just feel like it's definitely coming, guys. So don't get like discouraged. If you are an international Lovatic, you will see Demi. Like it's gonna happen.
Yeah, and you guys could always travel to Connecticut and come to the show with us if you want. So we wanted to just briefly talk about Demi's birthday party. That it was so cute. They looked like they had so much fun dancing. It was like low key. It looked like, did you see the balloons with Demi's face on it?
Yes, I did. It's so cute. Everything about it was so cute. I feel like, I don't know what party, I think it was their 25th or 27th. But like the pictures, that like these.
Yeah,
like,
it looked like the 25th.
Yeah, like these black and white ones. I was like, I've recognized that like.
That like photo booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was the same like photo booth or whatever that they had for her 25th birthday.
Hmm.
And obviously this is a lovely picture of Demi with their lover, Jutes.
Yes.
Oh, love
So
that.
I've always I've been asked what I thought about him, and always like Demi's exes in the past, I just never really had like I just didn't really pay attention, just didn't really like them too much. I don't know. I just focused on Demi. But I feel like maybe because when I was at the Illinois State Fair, he was right next. So I was like, I have a picture of with him in the background. I don't even we were gonna go up and talk to him, but he had walked away at that point, and we were gonna ask for a picture. But I also did feel a little weird because I was like, oh, like I don't want him to just be like, oh, you're taking a picture of me because I'm Demi Lovato's boyfriend. So I just felt really weird. But the whole show was standing in front of us in like the VIP section, recorded the whole thing. I swear to God, did not put his phone down. Like, was so proud of Demi, just looked so proud. He was like singing and like dancing along, like while he's recording the whole thing. And it was clapping every time Demi finished a song. I have just good vibes from him. I don't know. I feel like Demi's happy.
Yeah, I was talking to Paige before we started recording, and like, not to like, I don't know if the right words are like stereotype them, but like obviously like Demi's in their emo era and Jutes is like in his emo era. So like I just feel like they just like in this time period they just like mesh so well together because they have like this similar interests and similar styles and similar like just like they're like the same person like just different, you know. So
Yes.
I feel
Yeah.
like they're definitely like not to be like, you know, they're like meant for each other. I believe that like in this moment. Like I mean, obviously, like, you know, things happen, but I really do feel like out of all of Demi's exes, boyfriends, girlfriends, that this one is like meant to last.
It seems like he cares so much about Demi. You could just tell. I mean, some people are probably listening like, you guys don't even know him, you're ridiculous. I get that we don't know, but just from what we have seen, I like the fact that he didn't post about Demi until Demi posted about him,
Yeah.
which cannot be said. The same thing can't be said about Max, like with the whole going on Instagram live while Demi's sleeping, all that weird shit that happened. So that it could just like there, I don't know. It was
You can
just
tell
I
that
get
Jude's like
the
definitely
vibe.
respects Demi and like wants what's best for Demi and like doesn't like want to hurt them in any way, like isn't malicious or want to like, you know,
Just
I
it
don't know.
seems like he just wants to make Demi happy and
Yeah.
laugh. And
Yeah.
the birthday post was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, and like they're just their interactions together on Instagram, like commenting back and forth, and like Demi like posting his story and like him resharing Demi's story and then like commenting
Yeah.
with each other. It's just like cute little interactions,
Yeah,
and like
it's
I
stuff
feel like
that we do, like when we're
yeah,
in a relationship. It's like normal, you know what I
yeah.
mean? Um, but yeah, it seemed like a lot of fun. We didn't get invited to the birthday party though, Demi. So maybe next year.
I feel like since this birthday was so huge, like 30th birthday, I felt like it. I mean, not that it should have been, because obviously it's Demi's birthday, but I feel like it would have been cool if like they went like Instagram live or something for the party, and like
Yeah.
because it's a huge birthday, like it's 30 years old. Like I don't know, I feel like that would have been cool, but obviously it's Demi's birthday, so they could do whatever they
Yeah.
want.
We'll live stream for your birthday when you turn 30. Everyone stick around.
9 years from now, guys. So with that being said, guys, that is it for this second episode of the week. You're welcome. We fed you well this week. But thank
And
you
you get
so much.
another one Sunday. So is
Yeah,
that technically three? Not really.
3 within a week's time.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So we're feeding you as well. Look out for Sunday's episode. That's like our normal uploading time, but we're just trying to make
Sometimes
up
we're late.
time here. Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
thank you guys for tuning in for your weekly dose of Demi.
Yeah, we'll see you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.